today. We got quite the interesting lineup. I think we're going to be starting with losers bracket first. We're going to have Hoodless versus Caliber Blades, and then Master versus Lopido back to back. So those are going to be two crazy, crazy matches.
I forget who's in the winners and losers off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think winner's side is going to be E-Man versus
Just a second, guys. I'm going to pull up the whole bracket for you guys and everybody at home. Yeah. That way we don't have any confusion. Just got to go dig it up. By the way, everyone at home, the brackets are available for you guys. BiggieGaming.challenge.com for anybody that may be looking for it. The Dead or Alive 5 last round top 16. Here it is.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, see, X-Cow, I don't think X-Cow was in losers.
Yeah, X-Cow is in losers, yeah. And he's got Quiggles is in losers.
Quiggles is facing winners.
Yeah, that's X-Cow versus Quiggles. And then
so you got SweetRevenge versus MC Static, Excalibur Blades versus Quiggle, then CR Sonic Fox versus Master.
So should we say MC Static or is it E-Man? Did he do an official name change?
Yeah. So I've always called him E-Man because that's what I've always known him as. But he always enters now as MC Static.
I think yesterday I was being told by Alan Paris that I think he joined a subgroup in Dallas area.
Okay.
That's like MC.
Kind of like a sponsor.
Yeah. So it's not really a sponsor, but so if the guy wants to be called MC Static, I'll be more than happy to take him over.
All right, that'll work.
I can't say the same for Master though. I gotta call him Manny.
Right, and that's who we have in our losers bracket. That's gonna be. Looks like
we're such a big community that like we know everyone's names for real.
Yeah.
And it's just I prefer So,
okay.
Definitely though he does have the idea when he shows off that Hayabusa. It makes you wonder, like, yeah, he certainly is the master of Hayabusa.
You're definitely in to get worked a little bit for sure when you see his Hayabusa for the first time. But I saw that we have Sonic Fox is still in there as well.
Yeah, Sonic Fox was able to get the run back on sites. Sides. I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, so he got the run back on Spies, who then he was able to eliminate Jaeger from the tournament and then make it up against Master.
Those were some really good matches that we had yesterday that closed out the losers bracket, especially with I think it was Sonic Fox and Jaeger. That was a good match, and then we had Hoodless and Blackberry. It's pretty solid matches right there.
Well, Jaeger basically had to take on the McLean brothers.
Yeah, and Sonic Fox had a really big day yesterday fighting Carl.
I'm pretty sure everyone heard about that.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything else about it. Oh, man. I can't wait for this to start, though. And then
yes, guys. So sorry for the delay. Actually, Big Eric is just doing a raffle for the people here at home, for anybody wondering why we have not started the first match yet.
Okay.
As soon as he's done with that, we're going to begin.
And again, it's first to 2 matches up until the winners and losers finals, where then it switches over to first to 3 matches.
Yep. Best 3 out of 5.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 in the finals. Yeah.
Yep.
You got Katsu's arcade stick representing on the screen over there.
Arcade stick. Yeah, Katsu's been doing a really great job running these tournaments. He's really stepped up, and he's done a really good job with these brackets. I was pretty pleased with him. I didn't see that many complaints about the brackets or anything like that, so I think he's the guy for it permanently.
Yeah, Pool D, he was actually, I remember watching him, he was running from the main ballroom all the way to the more combat room, to other rooms to try to get the players, because they're all in the same pool, and they're all in the pools on all their games at the same time.
He did a fantastic job. Things ran on time. All right, looks like we're going to have our first match. It's going to be, MC Static versus SweetRevenge. Both Texas people. Hopefully they just beat each other up. I'm really rooting for the East Coast right now.
Well, like MC Static, well-known up-and-comer, new blood, if you would, of DOA5.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a background in DOA4 towards the tail end when the game was kind of fading out. And then he really stepped it up in DOA5. He showed up in DID, kept coming back to the tournament's DID, and eventually he took out Master one time as well. So he's pretty much on top of things.
And SweetRevenge being a well-known player in the community, he's a previous champion of numerous tournaments.
Yeah.
Hasn't been able to capture the gold of any of the last round events yet. So I know that he's trying really hard to prove that he's still up there.
And Summer Jam being that it's double points for Battle Royale, taking first here would really, really
totally forgot about that too.
Yeah, it'd be really significant for him.
All these players actually received points for the Battle Royale tournament 2015.
Yep.
And I think the top placing player with the most points get free airfare and lodging to Northeast Championships.
Yep.
This December.
And then we added 2 new events, right? We have Paradise.
Run by I think Larry Dixon.
Yep.
Final round fame.
And then we have SoCal Regionals, which is still going to kick off, even though it got delayed. It's supposed to originally happen in June. Now it's going to be in October. So those are our 2 West Coast events. And I think at some point,
Paradise is in November as well.
Paradise is in November?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And I think at some point, I don't see why Cali Crush wouldn't be added. I don't know if that's going to be in the mix or not, but
yeah, they just had the announcement trailer for that, so I'm worried that it may have came out a little bit too late. But
yeah,
I'm hoping the West Coast players get their fair share on that.
Yeah, they have 2 events. They can really, really make it shine over there. Get those 10 points if you win, 8 points if you get second place. So yeah, absolutely.
Lopito will be coaching SweetRevenge.
Yeah. That's they are actually really good training partners. They train with each other quite often, frequently. They traveled over to this tournament together, and that's kind of nice to be able to have such a high-level player to train with every day. It's really good. And obviously, I think we're going to see in this matchup, we're more than likely going to see Genfu from SweetRevenge, and then with E-Man, it depends, because I know that he took out SweetRevenge at final round using Kokoro. So I don't know if he'll go back to Kokoro or if he'll try a different character, because the Kokoro matchup was pretty decisive and in E-Man's favor. So if I mean, I'm just thinking aloud here, he more than likely will go with Kokoro, but we'll see.
Well, SweetRevenge has that very methodical, like mechanical style of thinking, and play style, and it's really interesting to see him being coached by Lopito, who's pretty much the exact opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
He has that crazy, just unpredictable skill.
Interesting, and E-Man went with Elena, so he must. I mean, obviously these 2 play each other a lot, so because they're both from Texas, so he might know some extra things. We'll see. It's a good stage he's going to be on to as well.
Yeah, MC Static is it is really interesting to have him go Elena in this, because like it's not like SweetRevenge doesn't know how to fight Elena.
And SweetRevenge is starting off really nicely, very fast right now, taking E-Man down to about 20%. It looks like he's going to take this round. Yeah, pretty handily.
Yeah. What I've noticed, probably one thing I've noticed from MC Static over the years and stuff, is that he does mix into a lot of characters.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes it might hurt him, because I think he just plays by what he's feeling at that time, and not necessarily thinking about the player he's playing against.
Absolutely, and you're right. It might be about what he's been doing, because I mean, I know he didn't get that much time to do any warm-ups, because there weren't any necessarily setups widely available. So he might just be feeling Helena right now. And right now, it looks like SweetRevenge is going to work.
Well, in this character matchup, you have Genfu versus Elena, and Genfu is very much a close-range infighter.
Yeah, he's got a lot of crushes that mess up that Elena's dance.
Yeah, and Elena herself is mainly an evasion-based character.
Yeah,
using a lot of her crushes herself.
But it's a good setup from here from E-Man right now, taking him bounce about 30%. Very strong setup. Good hold. He needed that hold, else he was going to die from there. Yeah.
The aggression here on SweetRevenge is really just showing, like he's just not letting up at all.
Wow.
He's like, I just want to get back into the
almost.
Yeah.
Ooh, good duck. Wow. What a clutch duck. He can finish. Oh, he drops it.
Oh. The slight hill there is why you have to be wary about your environment. That hill allowed him to tech early.
And the timing on the combo, he dropped that the combo there. I think that the actual hill on that as well. Because the Genfu is slightly heavier than a regular midweight, may have messed him up.
It's actually heavier than Elena too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I missed it. Did he happen to change characters?
I didn't catch it. He went pretty quick there.
He
went straight to Chrissy. Yeah. Okay, he's pretty focused. If he goes straight to Chrissy, he's focused.
It is unfortunate he had to waste that entire first match on that. But
yeah, and this is a good open stage. You know, it's got some potential walls with the trees and whatnot, but both players will get the opportunity to space out.
Again, like SweetRevenge is not letting up on this pressure right here.
Yeah, and that's what he needs to do. He needs to get into Chrissy's face. He doesn't want E-Man to, get any momentum back. SweetRevenge himself has the momentum. He's up 1-0, and he needs to take that round and just keep going in.
Yeah, Christy's very much. You get worried about the infight, but that's also where Genfu's strength is.
Yeah.
But Christy's also very good at that mid-range fight, so you can't give her that space.
And obviously, SweetRevenge knows how E-Man plays. They both know each other fairly well, so I think that SweetRevenge going in as much as he can right now with the momentum is really in his favor. Good hold by E-Man. He's got to turn these matches around. And that's a tough situation to be in with that guard break from Genfu.
It looks like MC Static is actually doing really well here. He's sort of like slowing the pace down, saying, okay, he's rushing me. I'm just going to go ahead and wait for my opportunity a bit here.
And I like what he did there because he had the opportunity to do a throw punish, but he needed the damage to take the round, so he went for the stun setup instead of throw punishing. It was a very smart move on his part.
Yeah, Christy's not, her throws don't really leave her at a good advantage situation.
Exactly.
So it's
very smart move. Yeah. And now he's up 2 rounds to 1.
And getting a grade on that last round.
Yeah.
He's definitely adjusted.
It's interesting those 2 jabs traded there, given that Christy's the fastest character.
Using that frame advantage to get that stun
goes
set up.
for it. Ooh. Nice launch from SweetRevenge there. Good punish.
Nice.
Very smart, very smart.
Using the wall environment game to his advantage as well. Because
And this could be it here. He's got to guess, guesses wrong, gets the high launcher, takes the round, takes the game. We're going to go 1-1 with SweetRevenge and E-Man.
Lopido helping out SweetRevenge on that one.
Yeah.
SweetRevenge with his like hand to his mouth, like, oh, what did I do?
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, it just looked like the momentum switched. SweetRevenge had the first match pretty much in his pocket, and then E-Man's kind of switched it around. We'll see what happens in this third one.
And we're in the new stage that came out about a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that because I hadn't seen it yet. Actually.
Yeah, so you get a nice constant wall bounce off the fireworks back there, and the net will work as a springboard effect too.
Yeah.
As well as a special danger zone near the Zack statue in the corner.
Yeah, that's a pretty stage. Wow, nice critical burst. Doesn't go for the power launch, goes for the guaranteed power blow damage.
Too far away to do the wall bounce.
Yeah.
Gets the damage nonetheless.
Very, very smart move by E-Man. Goes in with the jabs. When in doubt, jab with that character all day. Ooh, this could kill.
As long as he doesn't drop it. Yep.
Oh, got it off. And he goes for the throw. That's a tricky situation when you drop a combo like that, and so you have to guess between a wake-up kick or if they're just going to get up and try and attack you.
And Genfu's like juggle options, his like a hold down forward punch.
Yeah.
They're very frame specific. If you do it too early, you'll whiff entirely.
Yep.
And I think SweetRevenge, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh, that was a crazy setup from E-Man just then. Took him down to about 30%. And this could be it.
Guys,
both.
You can see both players are both.
I think it's something's wrong with his controller. He wasn't moving there. He's still. Oh, there he is. Okay. That was interesting. Doesn't kill him. He still has an opportunity. There it is. There it is. He's gonna go. Yep. Smart play on his part. Very smart play. When you're at that low of health,
you want to be defensive. And he knew he was going to be guarding.
Yeah, I was surprised when E-Man was just kind of standing there. I thought his controller might have shorted out.
Good most hold situation there.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't so much his controller was down. I think it was just the fact that they're both reaching that point where they're each player
staring at each other.
Area, they want to see how each player's adapted.
And E-Man is taking quite a decisive lead here, and that might be it. Yeah, it is. Good sidestep. Fantastic sidestep, in fact.
SweetRevenge likes to tend to come in with that forward punch.
Yeah, and if you sidestep him, you're pretty vulnerable.
Again, he knows him pretty well, and so. And unfortunately, there's no string extension after that forward punch.
Yeah, he's pretty much vulnerable, especially if it whiffs. I mean, it's a fairly quick recovering move, but if it whiffs completely and the person's in position to punish it, it's going to be a pretty hard punish. So that was a really good match, actually. Both players were able to feel each other out, and then E-Man kind of made some adjustments towards the end, especially with Christy obviously being a heavy pressure character. She was able to keep up with Genfu. Very good match. And obviously our next match is a classics matchup in DOA5. These two have been going back and forth since the inception of this game, basically, with Excalibur Blades and Mr. Quiggle.
These two also fought off in the Dead or Alive Festival that took place at the beginning of this month in Japan.
Yeah, and they met, and Quiggle's, I believe, knocked out Excalibur Blades during that run.
It was single elimination, single first to 2 match.
Yeah. It was more about the United States taking it than really those two.
Quiggle went on to win the championship, so that was great. It was a good win for the United States.
So obviously, the United States is the best at DOA. Let's just call it what it is.